why would price stop dead in its tracks right here? There's something very important about this candle, and it is our new week open gap. So if you notice, each one of these shaded boxes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? They're all new week open gaps. It shows that beyond just that initial weekly, that is still an imbalance in volume moving forward. So you'll notice that price yesterday caught our new week open gap. This new week open gap was back from the first week of the year, the 4th through the 9th. Our gap open got down into here. Price from this point started to make that move higher. Now from this point, you'll notice that this one is in green. That is the current new week open gap. Why is this relevant? So besides the fact that it's a volume imbalance, so there's a lack of volume in that specific region of the chart, right? Think of any gap you've ever heard of, right? Whenever you think of a gap, you're thinking of a lack of liquidity in that specific region. So if price is unable to make its way up and through that specific area on the chart, what is that telling you? It's telling you that we do not have enough liquidity to get up and through. And if that's the case, we got to go find some. Where are we going to go find some? Well, we're going to find an internal range low where liquidity would be resting, or we're going to find a imbalance in discount of that most recent price run. In this case, we found an imbalance. There are some more ugly little lows right here, but this is where price is going to draw towards if we do not have the necessary amount of liquidity to get up and through that new week open gap in one shot. Not getting up and through, what is that telling you also is that your weekly candle is going to be red. Does that fit the narrative? Does that make sense? And now you can use that information as you proceed later on in the week. I know tomorrow we just have Friday, but still, you can use that information, right? Let's just say, for example, and this really isn't the case because we don't really have too many levels on NASDAQ from a weekly perspective, but let's just say we got into a weekly bullish imbalance, and right now we're trading red out of it. You wouldn't really anticipate that, right? So that could leave you some context clues as to what the price delivery would look like for the next day or the rest of the week. Right, so that is the value behind the new week open gap. Using these on your chart, and again, you can see the efficacy of them here. Double rejection from that point. You had a little bit of a stagnation inside of this new week open gap before ultimately fading. You see a very small sliver of one right here. Gives you 2 hourly candles where it's acting as a support level. And then from here, you get the big bounce off of the lows from the beginning of this month. And then from there, you run into this week's. And even currently, we're back above this early December new week open gap. So again, all valuable, nice pivots, oftentimes act as vacuums when you're trading inside of a range. Very nice addition to your charts always. So that is the new week open gap.